Hi, I'm Adam, and several months ago, I broke up with a girl that I was dating for 5 years. We were living together for 2 of the 5, and I came to Vin because I had no game. And Vin and the rest of the team, Heartwork, Brian, Matt, kicked the crap out of me for 3 days. And the results have been phenomenal. On the Saturday night of my boot camp, I had a same night lay threesome with 2 really hot Swedish sisters. Since then, I've been working my butt off. I pulled the hottest girl in my life in a New York club off of a celebrity, and I was the one that took her home, not him. I pulled 3 girls for the subway, had them change trains with me because they wanted to get to know me more, and they came and they met my wing. I've even had girls which I've opened up and handed them off to friends, and then later they come and find me simply because I was intriguing and the friend, he was a little boring. So I could keep telling you all about all the success I've had, but really what it comes down to is it comes down to Vin. He's personable, he's friendly, he's a really great guy, and what he teaches is easy to learn, and it really works. So without further ado, I give you Vin DiCarlo.
All right, thank you. Thanks, man. All right, welcome to the Conversation Cure. We're gonna take 3 participants and completely cure all of their conversation problems and sticking points. So what I'd like to do right now is call up my contestants here. Let's see, Kai. Okay, who else we got? Matt? And Aman. Go ahead and have a seat. Cool. So I think we're gonna keep this real casual, just keep it relaxed. I'm gonna take a seat for most of the time while we work with these guys, get everyone nice and relaxed, and just feel free to have fun. You know, we're gonna make this a fun event. And you're probably wondering why there's a gong behind me. We're gonna have a little friendly competition between the 3 of you guys, and just kind of have fun with it, you know? And the winner of the event is going to get a free personal, where's Orleans? I can't see Orleans. Oh, there he is. Want to come up here? He's going to do a personal fashion makeover funded by me to the winner of today's event. And in the process, we're hoping that you guys are going to learn a shitload of stuff about talking to women. How's that sound?
Fantastic.
Yeah, all right. Cool. You want to join me for the first session here?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So we're going to have a seat here. And also helping out, we have 3 lovely women. If you guys can come up to the front. How you guys doing?
Good.
Good, great. I've thought a lot about, you know, training and presenting information in a useful way. And basically, you know, a lot of the way that people do things is they do a seminar that's just loaded with information that, you know, a lot of people can't use. And anyone who's familiar with my other seminars and other boot camps, I try to do it like really hands-on so that people can really get a lot out of it. So what I'm going to do is basically, what we're going to do is transform these guys, and you guys are going to basically see everything go down live and see how we do everything. So we're going to pull back the curtain and expose the types of methods that, you know, I use to get the results that Adam was talking about. All right? So why don't we start with some introductions? All right? You guys want to talk a little bit about yourselves, you know, your sticking points and stuff. You want to start off, Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. I'm judging from this crowd, I'm just a wee bit older than you guys. I've been married and divorced and had girlfriends and the usual heartache stuff. And throughout the years, it's probably the same problem, just kind of like talking and then stalling out. But in the process, kind of like losing confidence as it goes along, because it's like one thing kind of feeds to another. And finally, about 2 years ago, I kind of like got introduced to the community, just like everybody else did, with Neil Strauss's book. And here I am.
Cool. So what do you want to get out of this?
I like to be a lot more comfortable, and I'd like a warm, loving relationship with a woman.
Oh, give him a hand for that. That's nice. Okay, Matt?
My name is Matt. I'm 23. I've never had a girlfriend, and I'm still kind of shy and I'm pretty quiet. So I'd like to just become more outgoing in general, and specifically with talking to women.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I'm going to make you do is talk louder the whole time. All right, just really try to make everyone in the room hear you. All right, and just try to do that. Can you do that for me?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, give him a hand. Yeah. All right, Aman?
Yeah, my name is Aman. I'm 28 years old. Prior to getting started in this whole community thing, I was so nervous around people that I couldn't even, if I see anybody passing me by, wouldn't even be able to say hi to that person. I mean, I was agoraphobic, and started learning some of the stuff from people who will remain anonymous. Had some initial success. I started going to house parties. I was in college during the time. Started going to house parties. Was able to banter with, some people. After about the third night, something, I don't know, weird kind of happened in my own mind. Some seeds of doubt sort of crept in my mind, and ever since then, I was unable to go back to what my game had initially been, and I've been stuck ever since. Right now, most I can really do is just, if I see a girl walking by, I can just say hi, how's it going? After that, mind goes blank, and I'm looking forward to this whole thing. So
That's great. That's good. So this seminar is really based on a few recent breakthroughs that I've had in teaching conversation game. This whole thing, it's really about no memorization, no gimmicks, no routines, no lines, and really developing a natural style that you can kind of always have with you, that you don't need to worry about using like a can opener that women have heard like 100 times already. It's just something that's part of you, and you can have a natural conversation with someone as long as you need to, as long as you want to, on any topic that you want to. All right? So I have Orleans with me here, and we're just going to talk about a couple myths of conversation game. And I'm actually hoping to get some input from our ladies. And by the way, I just want to introduce the ladies one by one here.
I'm Joanna.
Joanna.
I'm Patty. I'm Zoe.
And they've been handpicked by myself personally because they have a lot of, not only are they very beautiful, but also they can talk about conversation, and they can talk about dating, and they have experience dating, and they can talk about what guys are doing wrong. I'm really hoping that they can give us a lot of insight today and give us a lot of feedback that will be useful in transforming these guys. All right? So what do you think are like real myths of conversation?
I think one major myth is that a lot of times guys think that they need to script out their conversation, plan it from point A to point B so that they get a desired effect. Mm-hmm. But I think really that works against them and against the intended effect.
Being too serious, or trying to be too clever. Right? And I think that actually goes hand in hand with planning something. They try to plan something that sounds really
Try to
clever.
force a connection.
Right. Do you guys have any input?
I think uncomfortable silences are alright. Everyone obviously has pauses and conversations when they're thinking, but I think that time is when people start to freak out and start overanalyzing, going, oh no, what am I going to say next? But I think like everybody has them, so it's just something that comes along with it, and not to take it to the next level and freak out because there is actually a pause in the conversation.
Cool. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. One of our trainers, Brian, who unfortunately isn't here today, he's right. I know he's done full pickups, or he's talked to women, and with very, very little conversation at all. Almost like a pure, comfortable silence, where he's just kind of communicating with his eyes, or with his body language, or with his kino. And I think that's a testament to the fact that although conversation game is important, it's okay to have pauses in conversation. It's okay to have that comfortable silence. Another thing that I think is a real problem is that guys get into kind of combative, almost like wars with the women, where they try to one-up or try to be better with women. Do you guys have experience on that?
That's annoying. Yeah. If a guy tries to make fun of you or something like that to start sort of a playful dialogue, it's okay, but don't do it about the appearance, or it has to be on something that, is level with the other person.
What do you mean by that?
Kind of if they say something funny, you can, maybe joke around with that, but don't, make fun of their clothes or anything like that. It's something that little kids do. Mm-hmm. And then the woman obviously knows, okay, he likes me. He's trying to, he's trying to flirt with me, but it's just not mature.
Yeah, I think it shows a real weakness when guys try to do that. Almost like an insecurity in their own thing.
And overcompensation.
Right. Let's talk about sexual tension, because I think there's two kind of extremes with that. I think that on the one hand, there's certain guys that are scared of being sexual at all, and they just try to be interesting, but it just becomes like almost too nerdy. I think if there's no sexual spark at all, women aren't going to be interested at all.
You get in the
That's
friend
totally
zone.
true.
Yeah. You go right to the
Oh,
friend
you're
zone.
harmless.
It's nice to meet you.
It's like in their mind, they just kind of push you over. These are my friends. These are guys I want to have sex with.
But I think also girls know within the first 5 seconds of meeting a guy if they're attracted to him or not.
Right.
I think that guys shouldn't always, like what you're saying, in the first 5 seconds. It's not always. Sometimes I get nervous that people are going to take it personally, because I've had guys take it personally, like, well, you don't have to be so sassy, or I just wanted to go back to my friends.
Yeah.
So.
Cool.
Don't take it personally.
Yeah.
Right. Now there's also the other extreme, which is too much or too sexual too fast.
Which is a huge turn off.
Right.
It gets a repellent immediately.
Yeah.
Right. What are some common things that guys might say or do in that end of
I
the spectrum?
think one of my biggest pet peeves is when people stand too close, like they invade my personal
Close
space.
talkers.
Yeah.
Close talkers.
Yeah, that's a big no.
Yeah.
No close talking.
Drunk guys can become very close talkers. Drunk guys all the time. But if I'm drunk, also, it's not really a problem because I don't notice. But it's really bad. Someone gets in your face.
Cool. All right. Anything else? Do you have anything else, Orleans?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. You want to stay away from writing a book with her, and you want to stay away from Rico Suave.
One other thing too I notice is that people try too hard to have deep conversations. Like they think, the deeper I can get this conversation, the more she's going to like me, and they get too personal too quickly. And I think it's more important to be playful and be light. I've had girlfriends where, I end up becoming her boyfriend or something, and the whole time, I don't think we ever had one deep conversation at all. It's just been fun the entire time. And so I think guys place a lot of importance on trying to become too deep with things sometimes too. I'm going to take some of the stuff from my drills workshop, so if any guys have been to drills, it might be a little bit of a review, but it's definitely necessary to get these guys up to speed. And the first section that I'm going to be teaching here is basic threading, right? Threading is just basic conversation stuff, like just the structure of conversation. The first exercise, if I say association, does everyone understand what I mean by that? You know, word association. You know, if I say a word, if I say cow or something, you know, what's the first word that comes to mind, right? Milk. Okay, good. Right, that's basic word association. We're going to take that a little bit further here. Can I get an audience volunteer? Let's volunteer. Gerard? All right, Gerard. This is Gerard. Yeah, just come up to one of the boom mics here. All right, Gerard is going to play along here with us. And basically what Gerard's going to do is we're just going to get you guys warmed up here. Just going to get your mind firing the right way. Going to get your mental mechanisms working so that you can do a lot more of the advanced things here. What Gerard's going to do is he's going to just give us random words. And what you're going to do is on Gerard's word, you're going to basically say a sentence off of that word. So, for example, do with Orleans. So just give Orleans a random word.
Car.
I love driving cars really fast. The best experience I've ever had was driving a convertible on a bright sunny day.
Okay, easy as that, right? You guys see how that works? Okay, we're just going to start off easy for you. We're going to start with Kai here. And Bob. Where's Bob?
I'm right here.
Bob is there.
I got it.
What we're going to do is we're going to make this a little bit of a game. We're going to have a little bit of a friendly competition between you guys, because I think it's going to motivate you a little bit harder, you know, make it a little bit more of a friendly competition. Does this sound good for you guys? Sure. All right. Okay, so I'd like 60 seconds on the clock. Okay. And I'd also like someone else to keep track of how many sentences he can do. All right, so you're going to help them, Gerard. You're going to keep coming up with words for them. All right?
So is that the word after they say every sentence?
Yep,
pretty much?
word, sentence. And don't know, like, I don't want to hear, like, cat. I like cats. Cheese. I like cheese. You know, try to make it like, you know, some substance, like the way Orleans did it. All right? Cool. Yep. All right, we're just going to get you guys warmed up here. All right. Begin.
Watch.
My watch keeps perfect time for me.
Great. Next.
Shirt.
My shirt is an expression of my wonderful personality.
Great. I love that.
Girlfriend.
My girlfriend is hot, but my next girlfriend's gonna be hotter.
Yeah.
Socks.
My socks is red, like Dr. Seuss.
Socks is red. I love it. Next.
Red.
Bread and butter is like sex and honey.
Sex on honey?
Hmm.
Nice. Go for it. Let's do
Drums.
Drums keep a rhythm like hot sex.
Oh, was he in time? Was he in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in time. How many was that?
Check the official 6.
6.
Okay.
6. Got 6. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah. Okay, Matt, here we go. Remember, we got a gong. All right? So if anyone can't hear him, I might just gong you. All right. So I want to make sure you're loud, okay? I want to make sure. So right now we're going to do before we even start, I want to give him a word.
Rock.
I like rock music.
Louder.
I like rock music.
Everyone hear that? Okay, that's what we want. We want to hear that the whole time, okay? All right, good to go. Oh.
Good ice cream is like good sex.
Nice.
Hair.
Hair. I need a haircut.
Cool.
Pants.
Pants. I own these really nice suede pants.
Nice.
New York.
This is my third time I've been to New York in the past few years.
Great.
Commercial.
I like that the new McDonald's commercial. I think it's McDonald's where they do their rap. They're rapping in the car.
Nice.
50 Cent.
I've never heard any of his music.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Spikes.
Spikes. When I played Little League, I had spikes for shoes.
Nice.
Nice. Basketball.
Basketball. I used to play basketball as a teenager. I haven't played
All done. All
in
done.
a long time.
Nice.
Cool. What do we got? 7. Yeah. That
One thing I will say is when you're practicing this and getting used to it, don't say the word before you say the sentence. Okay?
Cool. Great. All right. Aman.
As soon as you start, I'll start.
Tie.
Tie. I just learned how to tie a tie probably about 4 years ago.
TV.
TV. I tend not to watch a lot of TV.
Cool.
James Bond.
I think I might have seen like 1 or 2 James Bond movies.
Red.
Red is one of my favorite colors.
Hair.
I have chest hair.
There you go. Sex.
I can't use. I like sex. Can I? Okay.
You can use sex.
Oh, okay. Sex is wonderful.
Shoes.
I usually need help buying a good pair of shoes.
Bike.
I used to ride a bicycle when I was a kid.
Chain.
Time. It's 8.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. I didn't have to use the gong once.
Not yet.
I will use it. I'm not just bluffing.
He's not afraid.
Thank you, Gerard. Thank you. Give Gerard a hand. All right, so 1 point, 2 points, and 3 points going into the next round. You guys kicked ass. It's almost like a disadvantage going first, wasn't it?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's like...
We'll have to rotate order.
Yeah, we're going to rotate next time. Okay, so conversational threading. The basic structure of a conversation. So someone says a sentence and it has a number of topics in it, okay? So, the cat ran up the tree and we had to call the fire department to get it out, okay? So how many topics is that? That's cat, tree, fire department, ran, right? So those are like 4 different directions the next person can go into with their next sentence. So they could talk about their cat, they could talk about the fire department, they could talk about running, they could talk about trees. And so it just goes back and forth. And probably the most basic conversational exercise that we do is just that very basic conversational exercise where the first person says a sentence and then the next person says something, and you just go back and forth, and you just make sure you use statements, right? And make sure to at least include 3 topics for the next person, trying to make it easy for them. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to include some female assistants. All right. Now this time, you can go back and forth with one of the girls. We're going to start with Aman. You want to pick your lady? Joanna. All right. Yes. Yes. All right. So we're going to do 60 seconds this time. And we're going to judge at the end, and the audience is actually going to be the judge this time. All right? You guys get some input. You're not just sitting there watching. Okay, cool. So, Bob, are you ready? Okay, so you're just going to say a sentence that has 3 topics in it. And Joanna, you're going to pick one of those topics and make a new sentence out of it that also has 3 topics in it. And it's going to go back and forth like that indefinitely for 60 seconds. Now, don't worry about speed. Don't worry about as many sentences as possible. That's not how we're judging it. The audience is going to judge it on who thinks it's the most natural, which conversation feels the most natural, who is developing the most natural connection during the course of those 60 seconds. Actually, screw it. We're going to do 2 minutes. 2 minutes, Bob.
Okay. Cool.
Does that screw you up?
Nope. I'll say.
Bob's the man.
How do you want to score? Should we do 1 through 10?
It's going to be... Oh, is that...
That's how I want to do it.
You want to do it like that?
Like Olympic judge.
Do you want to be the judge? Do you want to do a panel of 3 judges here? Yeah? Let's do a panel. Yeah, 1 through 10. Let's have fun with this.
All right, here we go.
like having fun.
Maybe rush it a bit too hard.
Work too hard in life. I want to have fun now. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Joanna, ready? Okay, let's do it.
I like that dress you're wearing.
Thank you. I actually got it from Marc Jacobs from my sister. She gave it to me as a birthday present.
Oh, Marc Jacobs. I've never been there before. Is that a...
No questions, and you want to give her 3 topics. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's easy.
Makes it harder.
It's cool.
That's a nice dress you're wearing.
Thank you. I got it from Marc Jacobs. It was a birthday present this year, actually.
Oh, really? When's your birthday?
It's in September.
Oh. No. We're not going to gong you. We're not going to gong you. No. But we are going to hold the handle. Orleans is going to hold it. Okay, so what was your last sentence?
I got it from Marc Jacobs. It was a birthday present for my sister.
So this is useful, okay? We're going to time out here. I'm going to do a little feedback, okay? Don't worry. You're going to get your round in a little bit. This doesn't count. This is my fault. I should have explained this a little bit before, all right? So you're off the hook, okay? You can put the handle back. Okay, so basically, when we're brought up, and I think a lot of people are brought up this way, we're never really taught how to have a real conversation. You know, a lot of guys put the conversational burden on the woman. They just end up asking a lot of questions, and they really don't have a lot to contribute a lot of the time because they're not in the right mental mode. But with one mental tweak, which I'm going to give you right now, you're going to be able to do it, okay? So say the last sentence that you said.
Thank you. It's from Marc Jacobs.
Okay, so Marc Jacobs. So the first thing you're doing is you're thinking Marc Jacobs. That's one topic, okay? And you're going through your data bank and you're saying, is there anything on Marc Jacobs I could talk about? And so, for example, my favorite cologne is Marc Jacobs, and I think I'm wearing it right now. And so I could actually say something on that. Okay, so I think Marc Jacobs. Okay.
Birthday. I got it from my birthday.
Just say the whole sentence.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you. I got it from Marc
Marc
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
It was a birthday present from my sister.
Think about birthday present and then sister. Nothing really came to my mind for birthday present, but sister, I could say, oh, by the way, my sister is in the audience right now. I bet you guys didn't know this is a family business. All right, so what you're doing is you're paying attention to the topics that she's saying. So she's saying the sentence, but what you're really thinking, and this is going to become automatic, but in the very beginning, you want to train this. You want to get used to it, and it kind of feels like, you know, having a conversation with training wheels on or something, right? Because you're thinking this way, but it's a new mental mechanism that, you know, once you get into it, it's going to happen automatically for you, okay? So before Bob starts, you're going to say the same exact sentence, and before you say anything, I want you to snap your fingers on each topic, okay? Can you do that?
Yeah.
The way I look at it is do you remember back in like middle school you did grammar? And you have to underline like the noun, the adjective. I was never really good at that, but this is a lot easier. You just underline in your mind every single subject as it comes along. Gives you a blueprint.
Cool. Okay, so say your sentence one more time.
Thank you. I got it from Mike Jacobs. It was a present from my sister for my birthday.
Okay, so you got the 3 topics, right? So now you should try to be thinking of something that you can talk about, like the association you did with Gerard, right? Something that you can contribute. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be clever, just anything, okay? So now, sentence again.
Thank you. I got it from Mark Jacobs.
Okay, stop. Mark Jacobs.
I've never been to Marc Jacobs.
Good, okay. Keep talking.
I actually have never been to Marc Jacobs either, and this is the first garment that I have from him, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Okay.
Cool, I should go there and check it out sometime.
You should. I think they have some good deals for guys too. They have some pretty cool cologne as well.
Ooh.
That's cool.
She's good.
Maybe you can come with me sometime and help me pick out a
Yeah.
cologne.
Oh, slow down. That's the next lesson.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay, you guys are doing too good now. Okay, so you see how it's easier when you are paying attention in a certain way? Right, part of the attraction code, which I think all you guys are familiar with, or at least you should be, is focus, right? Do you have the right focus for the task at hand? Right, it's a task. Talking to women, if you're just starting out, if you don't have a lot of experience, you might need some help, right? So what we're doing here is basically giving you a new mental mechanism that you're going to practice. So that's what you're going to use in this next drill, okay? So let's do it again. I want you to give him a brand new sentence with at least 3 different topics in it. You're going to start just by going like that, okay? And then what you're going to do is the one that registers the most, that you can talk about the most, you're going to thread off of that, okay? Okay, so first time you're just going to do that, okay?
Wow, this weather is absolutely gorgeous. I would love to go on vacation.
Okay. Okay, do it again, and then snap, okay?
Wow, this weather is absolutely gorgeous. I would love to go on vacation.
Okay, so weather, gorgeous, vacation. Which one's the best?
Vacation.
Vacation. Give me some vacation.
It's been such a long time since I took a vacation, actually.
Great. But you want to make it easy for her too. So you want to give her 3 topics.
Okay.
So it's been a long time since I went on vacation.
It's been such a long time since I've taken a vacation. One of the places I would really love to visit is Hawaii. Actually, I've never been there before.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So now you know what you're doing. So now you don't have to fear the clock anymore and Bob. All right. So ready? Joanna, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Bob, you ready? Okay. As soon as you begin, Bob's going to start. Okay.
I really like your shoes, by the way.
Thank you. These are actually one of my favorite pair of shoes. They're the most comfortable pair that I have, and the heels aren't too high, so I can walk all over the city with no problems.
It's cool. Just relax. We're giving you new patterns.
Your shoes are pretty cool as well. They look super comfortable.
They actually are, but to be honest with you, I really don't walk that much. Really, I'm actually from a small city, so.
You're not a walker?
Not too much. No.
It's cool. It's cool. Where's the gong?
It's more of a rhetorical question.
Okay. You recovered, though. You did recover. That's why I didn't stop you. But okay, go ahead.
No, I'm actually not much of a walker. Actually, most of the time during the day, I just spend time in my office, really. And that's basically what I do, so.
That's great. I want to ask a question right now.
You can't.
But I can't.
But that's a good thing. So
It's a good thing.
I find
it's being intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it's hard to have a conversation without questions.
Right. We're gonna get
Especially
to
if
questions.
she
We're gonna
if
get
you
to questions.
introduced a new topic. I would like to say, what kind of job do you do in your office? Right?
But you can't.
I actually tried to have an office job, and it lasted 3 months over the summer. I wrote bylaws for veterans. It's pretty boring, actually.
Cool. Is it? Yeah. My job it can be boring at times, but actually it can actually be kind of exciting actually, because I'm actually a landlord for a property, and the stories can be quite entertaining at times.
That's really interesting.
Cool. All right. Okay. Okay. Judges, 1 to 10, the connection. Keep in mind, he inspired her to learn more about his job. She wanted to ask a question. Yeah. All right, 1 to 10.
I thought you did remarkably well.
Yeah.
Thanks very well.
Cool.
This conversation could step it up. Great. You know, this is uncountable. They were looking at my answer and now
They're copying your answer?
Yeah.
7?
She got 7.
7? 7? 8 and 7. Yeah. Lots of improvement. You got some improvement points. Good.
Well done. Creating intrigue. Next one. Excellent.
Cool. Matt, pick your poison. And trust me.
Talk up.
Remember, you gotta be loud.
I've got the gong.
All right, so you heard all the stuff I was talking. Do you want to do a warm up? You want to do a little warm up? Okay, cool. All right, keep in mind, if he's too quiet, gong. Okay, so give him a sentence, okay? And what you're going to do first is go like this on the topics, okay? There's going to be at least 3 topics in a sentence, hopefully.
I have a new Rottweiler puppy, and yesterday when I was home, I had to save her from a groundhog.
Wow. It's like,
I have a Labrador Retriever, and she's about 8 years old. And she lives with my grandparents.
great. Good job. You're officially warmed up.
He's louder too.
Louder, too, says Heartwork.
You could go a little bit louder.
Yeah.
We're having a little trouble here.
Oh.
I didn't say S.
Not loud enough for Bob, apparently. Good thing he doesn't have the gong. All right. Okay, let's get 2 minutes here. Okay, you're gonna start it off. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck.
So I really like coming to New York City, but I hate the Yankees, and I'm a Red Sox fan.
Ooh.
I love the Yankees because my dad always liked the Yankees, and I'm really close with him.
Did you lose the pattern?
Yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, say it again. It's cool.
I love the Yankees because my dad loves the Yankees, and I'm really close with my dad.
It's a habit. This is a new habit we're giving you. Okay.
Okay.
So you got to remind yourself every time. You got to stay there. You got to train that focus. Okay. Okay. So say it again, and this time he's going to join in.
Okay. I love the Yankees because my dad loves the Yankees, and I'm really close with my dad.
Okay. I'm not very close with my dad, but I'm very close with my grandfather. And I picked up the Red Sox because he's a Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
My grandfather was never really interested in sports. I didn't really get to know him very well, but I was very close with my grandmother, and she lived with me.
Yeah, my grandmother used to bake a lot when I was younger, and she was always looking after me like that.
I love baking. I used to bake a lot in my old apartment, and my favorite thing to bake was cookies, but I used food coloring to make them weird colors.
She sounds like a fun girl, huh? Rescuing dogs from...
You should bake for me sometime.
Yeah. Oh, advanced skills.
I love banana bread and pound cake.
Oh, there's a suggestion.
I love banana bread too. I like banana bread with walnuts in it, and then sometimes, to be adventurous, raisins.
I just like regular banana bread.
Time's up. Okay. Natural conversation. Yeah, give him a round of applause. Gong free. We've been gong free so far. Who will trigger the gong? It's a little disappointing, isn't it? I know. You know what pain in the ass it was to haul this thing up the stairs? I don't know. I didn't do it. Okay, and the judges. The judges.
You got an 8.5?
8.5, 7.5, and an 8.
Well, I was gonna.
Someone get hard work on Mike.
I'll just talk loud.
Talk louder.
Okay. What I liked about that conversation was you weren't just sticking on one topic. It advanced onto other things, because some people get in the trap of talking about, you could have talked about just grandparents and relatives the whole time, which is a good thread, but you got into a more explorative and fun thread about baking and all the ingredients that go into the...
He may look like he's on vacation, but hard work is in fact on the job.
And yeah, you got an extra 0.5 for being a Red Sox fan.
That's not fair.
No, I also thought it was like very fluent and very natural.
It was natural.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Excellent. Good stuff. Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
You're stuck with Zoe. Unfortunately. You think you can handle it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can handle it. Okay. Do you want a practice round?
No.
Oh, wow! Give him some extra for no practice round. He's ready to kick some ass here. Bob? Bob's always ready. Except this morning. Fly down.
Shirt off.
Shirt off.
Deep red. Oh, you guys are here? What? It's time to go.
We'll tell you the story later.
Thanks, guys. I love you all so much.
Okay. The management system price just went up. Okay. Okay, let's do it. We're going to start as soon as you start your sentence.
Hey Zoe, welcome to dinner.
Oh!
We're having veal marsala, and you get a choice. You can either help me cook, or you can set the table, or you can pick the music.
Oh! Oh!
We've got bossa nova, or we've got Diane Krall, or whatever you like in my room.
I love to cook, so I think I'll help you cook the meal, and I'll also set the table.
That's great. What's your favorite dish? What do you like to
Looks
cook?
like Zoe can't handle Kai.
You're already in my house, so come on. What do you like to cook?
Question.
Italian's my favorite. Do you like that too?
Yeah.
Okay, Italian's your favorite. I love Italian, but my favorite is probably Japanese or Mexican. I love making burritos.
Yeah, burritos and Japanese. Great combination.
Well, not necessarily together, but separate. They're wonderful, I assure you. I'm very good at making burritos.
I know, sushi with a little guacamole. Perfect.
I think you'd be better with the wasabi. You need the spice for the sushi.
Yeah, I like guacamole, wasabi, and rice. That's I love it.
Hey, rice is with both.
Yeah, absolutely. So what kind of music do you like?
Gong this guy. And the reason why is because you start out so advanced and you broke a basic rule. Yeah.
It's a basic thing.
Okay, keep going. Don't take the gong into consideration when you're judging. Okay.
I love Diane Krall. I love bossa nova. It's just that.
Yup. By the way, what are you doing with a gong in your living room, man? Jesus. Okay, and the judges.
Got an 8. You gonna give him an 8?
I'm going to give them a 7 with the comment of the conversation just kind of slowed. It was, started out really moving and lost momentum as it progressed.
Yeah, I'll give that 7.5 because you were so at the beginning you were going so hard. I was like, I expected more, and I was like, one more from this guy.
What I did like where you started to get into a fun banter, which he was talking about. Not actually personally attacking you, but playfully joking about Japanese food and Mexican food. The guacamole comment, real off the top of the head, is good.
Okay, now I want the judges to add them up and figure out who averaged the highest for that round.
I think
How you guys holding up?
Yeah, this was my first.
What? Matt, moving on here. Moving on. Okay, Matt. Matt gets 2 points. Give him a round of applause. Matt won. He doesn't even look happy. He's just like. Just 2 points for the winner of that one. Which means you guys got some catching up to do. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna make it a little bit more advanced this time. Now, who's seen the? What is doing here? Leave the girls alone. You know what? It probably is. It probably is her fault. Okay. So who's seen the movie Negotiator? All right. So it's a cool movie, and it started off and Samuel Jackson's the main character. He's like a hostage negotiator, and there's like a hostage situation in an apartment, and the guy's in there and he's pissed off and he's like yelling and stuff. He's got his daughter with a gun to her head or something, and so Samuel Jackson's there and he's got like cards and he's trying to talk to the guy, and he's got like 2 columns. He's got good and bad, and he's trying to avoid the bad topics because if he goes on a bad topic, this guy's going to go nuts and shoot the girl. So he's trying to stay on the good topics. And when I saw that, I immediately knew it'd be like an awesome training exercise for guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to control the conversation in the sense that we're going to control the nature of the topics that we're talking about. Because the topics can have a big impact on the energy of the conversation, how it feels to the woman. If you're talking about like a depressing topic, right, that's no fun. If a guy's talking about, right, do you guys want to shed some more light on that?
Depressing topics?
Depressing topics, or what people that died.
Yeah,
right?
it's not good to open a conversation with a depressing topic. Like, hi, how are you? I just had the worst day ever. And a lot of people have started conversations that way with me.
They do?
Yeah. Like,
do you like it?
No. and then you feel like should I feel bad for you, or should I be scared that you're telling a perfect stranger that like you just had the worst day of your life?
I think also a bad topic is don't put yourself down in conversation. Mm-hmm. Don't do that, because then it just sounds like you want the other person to build you up, and that's not good.
What if it's just like humble? If the guy's just being humble.
You should be overly humble.
That's okay, but don't just be like,
it's more about an energy thing, right? When you say like
don't
trying to get
Debbie Downer.
Debbie what?
Debbie Downer.
Danny Downer. It's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool. I don't even know who it is.
Debbie Downer is like
It's just a unanimous person that's always saying bad things.
Yeah.
No one actually knows Debbie Downer.
Yeah. I don't think she actually exists.
She does. That's what
Yeah, sit down. Yep.
Have fun.
Just to keep things fun.
Yeah. After this drill, Heartwork's coming up.
Woo.
Yeah. All right. So what about what are like fun topics? Are there any topics that like guys have talked about that were just really, really engaging?
You could make any topic engaging.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're really interested in it, then and you're excited about talking about it, then the other person is. You can talk about moldy cheese and make it sound great. If you
I
really,
love
That
cheese.
goes against-
I love cheese.
delicious
No, I love cheese. I used to work at a cheese restaurant. I love cheese. I talk about it.
see, like if you're passionate about something, you can talk.
Yeah, but cheese is good. Cheese isn't moldy. Cheese is a bad thing. You know?
Blue cheese
Like
is
blue cheese. Blue cheese is moldy and it's good.
Gorgonzola.
I know what I'm talking about. Don't mess with me with the cheese.
Yeah.
She's a cheese expert.
See, food obviously is a good topic to talk about.
I like
Food.
knowing if they
Food's
have
a good
like
topic.
interesting hobbies. I guess. Yeah.
Not Dungeons and Dragons.
You know what? I like Dungeons and Dragons, so I
Well,
guess
then
it
there
depends.
are some guys for you
I've
out
never
there.
actually played, but I'm into
And
fantasy
you guys like
stuff.
Dungeons and Dragons?
No, not too
No.
much.
I'm just gonna say.
Zoe's happy.
Well, definitely like don't sit and talk about your Nintendo completions or
Okay.
whatever.
I'm gonna.
That's just a game.
I have some
Unless you're
topics
gay.
here. I have some topics here. All right. You know. Okay, so what I tell guys not to talk about, I say these are just general rules. Obviously, any rule can be broken, but I tell them not to talk about consequences of sex, like STDs.
Yeah, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so bad topics. Pregnancy, medical problems, all right? Negativity and fears, and his porn collection.
And what?
His porn collection. That doesn't apply to you.
I think
like
you could talk
porn.
about fears. I definitely think you could talk about
Certain
fears.
negativity.
Negativity, no. Fears,
Fears
yes.
can
That's
be.
a big,
Okay,
like,
good. See, I'm learning myself. Good.
Sorry.
And then positive ones, I had some examples if you guys get stuck, you know, things you're passionate about, vacation, people in your life, right, stuff like that. So what we're going to do here is, this is a gong-heavy exercise. So here we go. Okay, so what you guys are going to try to do is mess him up. He's going to try to talk about good topics, and you're going to try to throw yourselves out of state. In other words, what's something that would turn you off talking about? Like the things I just mentioned, like
Chlamydia.
What? What?
STDs.
STDs,
Pregnancy.
pregnancy, okay, his porn
His
collection,
porn collection.
except for you because you like it.
She likes it too. I said it's healthy. I don't want to hear about it.
She doesn't want to hear about it.
Right.
You
TMI.
want to hear about it?
Only if it's like something really interesting,
Yeah,
or
unless
like funny.
it's really like.
Yeah.
If it's
okay.
funny.
You guys can talk about your porn collections. You guys are good.
I don't have porn collection.
You liar. You just gong him.
Yeah.
No porn collection. Unbelievable.
That's what you
Silence.
If you win, we're gonna get
Silence the dog. If you win, you get a porn collection.
my porn collection.
Oh. Oh, I do have a porn collection.
I think George made it. Yes, he did.
Okay, so if it goes on for 2 threads in a row on the negative topic, if you're unable to successfully change the topics, if you get sucked into her negative topic, then you get gonged. It's a very serious thing. Okay? Who wants to go first here? You want to go, Kai?
Sure.
It seems that's how we're
So
doing
wait, I
it.
just want to clarify. We're supposed to disconnect from the conversation?
Yes, you're supposed to go to like bad topics, like almost as if you're like trying to blow them off, right?
Oh, okay.
You ever like, I notice that girls sometimes do that. They'll talk about sex way too early, like they're messing with the guy. Yeah.
Maybe you're just incredibly hot. No?
Ooh, can they get points too?
I guess sometimes that happens when they're trying to freak the guy out,
like a
or
defense
if they
system.
actually like want to.
That's a risky tactic.
It is.
I feel. If I really am creeped out by somebody, I'm not going to start talking about sex because I'm really scared they're going to try to like cost me on the way home.
Jeez,
That's bad.
who are these people you're meeting?
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay.
It relieves the tension though, and I like to keep the tension, so I'll usually steer it off of the sexual topics. So
Why not?
we'll get to that. I think you're talking about that. He's got the tie. He's talking about sex. All right. Okay, here we go. Who you like? Who you liking this time?
Tell me your name again.
Joanna.
Joanne.
It's liking Joanne this time. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's 3 minutes.
Well, can we do questions and not do questions?
Questions? What do you say, hard work?
Try to stay away
You're
from.
limited to like a minute, 2 minutes,
3 minutes.
3 minutes. You can use 3 questions.
Ooh, you're limited. Your questions are limited. Well, because
So use them wisely.
use them wisely. That's good. I just don't want the guy putting the burden on the girl. I don't want you asking too many questions.
It would be good training if you asked a question and she gave a negative answer and you could spin it.
It would, yeah, it would. Okay, cool. You got 3 questions. Use them wisely. If he has 4 questions, he gets gonged. If it's two topics, if it goes on too long.
If you don't use the questions, I can roll.
Bob's ready?
Time limit?
Yep.
How long?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
Negotiator round 1, Kai and Joanna.
Yeah.
And you got hard work on the couch over there? What's hard work doing?
Best seat in the house.
All right, cool.
You look really creative. I just love that dress on you. Do you feel as though, do you like to do art, or do you like?
I don't really like to do art. When I was young, I went to a museum and I was looking at some artwork and I threw up all over the place, all over my clothes, all over the floor. So ever since then, I've just had like anti-art.
Great.
Wow, that must have been one traumatic experience. But the museum must have been really good, anyways, right? It was like a fun experience, wasn't it?
Actually, it was a horrible experience. I was totally traumatized for the rest of my life, and I never want to see art. I can't go to galleries. I have no art in my house. Art is just
Okay, and the reason why, I'm going to give you some feedback here. Okay, she's talking about being in the museum and throwing up all over herself, which is disgusting.
I just couldn't wind my mind around that. It was like
So, that might not be a good time to ask about the museum. Right?
A little busy.
You could use the museum and then start talking about some kind of museum experience that you've had. All right, so she says, I was in the museum, I threw it all over the paintings and all over myself and whatever. You say, wow, that happened in a museum? Wow, that's interesting, because, last time I was in a museum, there was a tour, and there was little kids, and it was so wonderful seeing that the little kids were being taught about art at such a young age. Something like that. Get completely off of the topic, and then she's forced to thread on the kids learning about art at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it gets off of that. Because you stayed on that topic, it would be too easy for her. You haven't removed her from that negative state. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Okay, we're going to start over. All right? Give me pound. You got the gong, but
Yeah.
it's to be expected here at the conversation cure.
Okay.
House of Gongs. Okay,
let's go.
Bob's ready?
Yep.
On you.
Hi, Joanna. You look like you have a lot of style. I'm an artist myself. I'm just wondering if you have any creative outlet yourself.
I actually did at one point, but this is a really awkward story. I was performing on stage and I pooped my pants, and now any kind of performance or creative outlet, I just freeze up.
We got the best girls. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a little nephew, and every so often he would kind of like get all nervous, But like we have play dates, and he would be shy with people. But every so often I would just pick him up and just put him on my lap and just kind of reassure him.
Yeah. Nice.
So it feels a lot better.
Eat that, Joanna.
I actually don't like kids at all. I used to babysit, and this kid bit me once, and from then on, I really can't deal with kids. I don't want to have kids. I just find them to be annoying.
Wow. Yeah, kids are a little bit kids are a little bit challenging actually. Like I took him out to play pool at one point, and he just got so good at it, and I'm becoming like a real champion. It's like, do you play a little bit of pool yourself?
I tried once. I got a Q in my eye. It was really brutal. Blood, blinding, pain, excruciating headaches. No pool halls.
Wow. Just sounds like.
I've been traumatized a little bit. I have. A couple of obstacles.
Well, it sounds like what I used to always do. When these bad things happen. I'm a practicing Buddhist, so on every morning, I would light the candles and I would put in the incense, but just a very active, just sitting there and kind of settling yourself, that just kind of settles me down. I just feel better right away. Then the rest of the day is better. Towards the evening, I would do that again. And it'd be like this sandwich, like one in the beginning, one in the end. And life was just a little bit better.
Sandwich?
That actually sounds like a great idea. Because I have so much stress going on, I definitely need to have some kind of calming energy. Because it's so stressful all the time.
Time. Very nice.
Yeah. Good job.
Joanna's like the next bubble boy. She just can't go anywhere ever.
That's actually really hard to have like negative responses.
Yeah, you guys aren't going to be that harsh, are you? She was harsh.
I guess not. Can I say something about Joanna?
She's too friendly.
Joanna did I noticed right away, the biggest please leave me alone ever is I'm really traumatized. You don't want to deal with me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest, in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah.
In case you guys are wondering.
It's like 3 strikes, then
If she actually says, I have a lot of baggage, you probably should just go. I hit my last boyfriend with a car. They could be lying, but that's the biggest
All right.
thing.
So who's keeping score here? Who's keeping the score for these 3 guys?
I can still write.
Bob, right?
We got a new panel.
But who has each individually got a score? Bob, you got it.
For this.
For total.
Oh, for total, I have it.
Okay, add 2, because he went 3 minutes without getting gonged.
yeah. And that was really good. You did a really good job. Yeah, it was really
Contrary to the popular belief, Vin is actually a nice guy.
Thank you, Vin.
So the judges are
No, not judging that one. You get 3 minutes with no gong, and you get 2 points. So he gets 2 points. Okay, Matt, how you doing? You feeling good? You feeling loud?
Yeah.
Yell.
Yeah.
Yeah. say no gong.
No gong.
Yeah. Which one of these lovely ladies would you like to?
I'll take Zoe.
Can't pick me.
Ooh. Hard work's off the table.
He didn't pick you, so he picked me.
Ooh. She's friendly.
I'm very friendly.
Till we start the exercise.
It's really hard to be negative.
Yeah, it is hard.
Yeah.
It is. So you guys are doing the worst case scenario, so it's all downhill from here. Okay, so we got 3 minutes on the clock. Remember, you know the rules. All right, you got 3 questions. If she's 2 threads on the same negative topic, you get gonged. You gotta be loud. We're gonna gong you for being quiet. All right?
Okay.
Can you do it? All right, let's do this. Bob's gonna start when you start talking.
Somebody told me you like really big porn collections.
Whoa.
You're aware that she's the bad one, right? She's the one who's trying to bring up the
But I think
subject.
he heard me say that she likes porn. Is that why?
It's callback humor.
Call back in. Oh! Let's hear about your porn collection, Zoe.
I don't know who told you that, but I have a huge phobia of porn. I think it's disgusting. It's a horrible industry. It's gross.
I went to this cool place here in Manhattan, the Museum of Sex, and they had a lot of different interesting things there, like drawings out of ancient Japan.
I don't like Japanese people.
I went to a Japanese restaurant with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago, and he was doing a lot of sake bombs.
I would have liked to get more topics from her, other than I don't like Japanese people.
You want me to go back?
Yeah. Give her the wrath of the Japanese gong. Okay, so I would like to get more topics. You don't have to. But in that case, I would have gotten off of the Japanese, but she didn't give you anything to go on to, so you're fine. So continue.
Okay, from where we are? Or?
Wherever. I don't like Japanese people, and
I don't like Japanese people because I hate sushi, and they make sushi, and sushi's gross.
No, I just tried out. I went to a Japanese restaurant and I tried out sake with a friend of mine, and he was doing a lot of sake bombs there.
that's acceptable.
Do you like sake?
Sake bombs.
No, I just like beer and vodka, but mostly beer.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for Jack and Coke myself.
I don't like Jack. I think that alcoholics drink Jack, and I've had a lot of alcoholics in my family, so it's kind of a sensitive topic.
Yeah.
She was being kind of quiet.
Oh!
All right, well then we'll go back to it.
Okay, the quiet warnings for both of you guys.
I don't like Jack because I've known a lot of alcoholics that drink Jack, and I have a lot of alcoholics in my family, and so that's a really sensitive topic for me.
Time.
Oh, saved by the bell.
He was saved by the bell.
Yeah. Can I point something out?
You want to point something out, Bob?
Yeah. In the conversation, you said, I can speak up, it's fine. She actually admitted something that she loved. She said, I really love beer. That would have been the perfect opportunity to spin the conversation in a really positive direction off that topic.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, that was your window.
You had a window.
You said close though.
I was like, but mostly beer.
Beer.
And then he just do
He was like, really? I like Jack.
She threw you a bone.
next time.
Okay, you still get 2 points.
Good job.
Let's hear, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Louder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I like it.
All right. Guess you're left with Patty.
Sorry.
Fortunately, Gophers.
This is a groundhog.
Groundhog.
They're really aggressive, those groundhogs.
Yeah.
No.
No, I was. It was attacking my dog. My dog's a Rottweiler.
Wow.
This
Maybe it had like rabies.
Okay, you know the rules? What are the rules?
Rules are limited to 3 questions.
Yep.
She's gonna try to diss me.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to go in a positive direction.
Yes.
And we're talking loud.
Talking loud.
Oh, he's
Talking
loud.
loud.
He's loud. He's got no problem. And
for everybody.
why would Orleans gong you?
I'm sorry.
Why would Orleans gong you?
I don't know. He seems like a really mean guy.
He will gong you
I
if
just like the gong.
he'll gong you if you go two threads on that same negative topic.
Okay.
If you're unable to get off the topic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you ready?
Yes.
Bob, ready?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Hi, how's it going? I noticed you from where I was standing. You seem like a really nice girl. My name's Aman, by the way.
Oh,
Hi.
right to it.
I'm not a really nice girl. I got into a fight today with my mom, and I just feel really bad about myself, and I'm a really bad person.
Okay. Do you need a hug or something? Or, I mean...
I like that.
I'm a little, like, I don't really like to be touched if I don't know you, but thank you for offering.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. It might be just me, but you don't seem like the kind of girl who would be in a club if you don't like to be, you don't really seem very talkative. I mean, what's your...
Oh, my friends made me come because they thought it would make me feel better, and I'm pretty angry at them because I don't feel better at all.
Well, I can introduce you to my friends. They're pretty upbeat, so...
Where are your friends?
Oh, they're right over here. Don't you see them? Right over there. They're waving hi to you. I mean... I'm shy. I'm sorry.
I would switch, instead of trying to convince her more, switch the thread to something else and take her attention off of that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a really cute belt, by the way.
Thank you. It's too big for me, so I have to. It's okay. My mom got it for me.
Well, I mean, your mom obviously has a good taste in fashion because I mean, I really like it, really.
She doesn't really have good taste in fashion. I just told her that.
I would have went, instead of reinforcing the compliment, I would have went, Mom, talk about your mom.
I told her to buy it for me, so.
Cool. So you say, your mom has good taste in fashion. By the way, my mom, something.
Okay. By the way, my mom actually, she tends to like buy me, tries to buy me stuff too, but to be honest with you, like, I really don't like her fashion as well, but to be honest with you, like, I really don't tell her that because, she's so sweet and everything, so I never want to.
Oh.
I think it's important to be honest with all people. And I think the last person you should lie to is your mom. I mean, I try to tell my mom everything, and sometimes she gets mad at me, but I would just still tell her everything. Don't you like to be honest?
No, I totally agree. I mean, honesty is really important, like in a relationship and everything, but, I mean, I guess there's a point to...
Time.
Oh.
It's really hard.
Okay. I really, really liked how you did because...
He made it really hard to be negative.
Yeah, not only that, but I like where the conversation went. I like how it got into the topic of... You were kind of like connecting with her a little bit on the topic of, being honest with your mom and stuff. I like it. I like where it went. I think you did really good. Give him a round of applause.
One thing I'd mention just to look out for is sometimes when you're talking, slow down a little bit. You're talking a little fast sometimes, which isn't necessarily bad, but so you're on the spot and kind of get nervous and you'll talk quickly. But this is something to keep an eye out for. But otherwise, great job, everyone.
Yeah.
2 points.
So he gets another 2 points. Everyone got 2 points. They all survived. So we're going to talk about, these last couple exercises we did. We were talking about questions and, you can't ask questions and this and that. And it's not that there's nothing wrong with questions. These are just exercises where we're practicing a very specific skill. We're using our minds in a certain way to be able to have a conversation without missing a beat. And that's why we do it. And we practice without questions. But there are actually ways of asking questions that are actually very skillful. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So what these are called are inner process questions. So these are questions, so the types of questions we want to avoid are like the rapid fire, random, disconnected questions, like where a guy comes up to you and says things like, where are you from, where you go to school, what do you major in, what size dress do you wear, just question after question after question. So actually, I'd like to get your perspective, the women's perspective on the good types of questions, and when does asking questions get to become too much?
I think I don't like when they're asking questions when they don't know what to talk about. So it's just like the same, like what you're saying, that they're just disconnected. And if you keep asking questions, I know you have nothing interesting to say about yourself.
Right.
So
I think a common thing with men is they think that we love to talk about ourselves, so ask us lots of questions. Not always true.
Okay. Any more input?
Forget what I was gonna say.
From the others.
Just one point. One question is really all you need if you're using threading properly. One answer from a question is really all that you need to start a good conversation.
Right.
Because a lot of people, they'll ask a question even if it's simple, like, where are you from? And they give just like a one-word answer. That's still a thread you should go into. Instead of skipping to a next question, actually listen to what they're saying, focus on the answer, and create a conversation about it. Because
That was what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is really good.
Yeah.
I should have said that.
I know. Next time.
Next time. And he's not even dressed up.